Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, today we're joined with man like Staffy. This is my day
Hey,
one.
first on your first live, I feel special.
Bro,
I
this is mad.
feel special, bro.
I had to make sure. I had to make sure. Listen, me and Staffy go way back, man. We started jumping on the terrace, same sort of time together. Staffy's flying right now. What you want? 3K subs?
I'm like 100 away from 4K subs.
Damn, you see what I'm saying? And this guy kept telling me, Don, start the channel, start the channel, start the channel. I
I'm
kept
telling you, bro.
procrastinating, bro. And this guy's gonna hit 10K real soon. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
God willing.
how you getting on, bro, man? How's your day been, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. First of all, blessed to be here. Congrats on your new channel. It took
Hold
us a
up.
while to get here, but we are here, and I'm happy that you finally did a live.
Mm.
Big up to the people in the chat. The people, listen, people will flock over right now. They're gonna be like, "What? This is an unfamiliar channel. I'm not used to being here." Look, Mustafa Mukarrab right now is in the chat. Look at Mustafa Mukarrab every time. Yes, we finally got done to do his first live, and I feel privileged to be the first one on his channel. Because when this channel, when the stocks go up one day, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Don, I need my 10%." Because I was the first one. I was the first live, so give me that 10%. But listen,
Yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah.
shout out to having me. As you said, we've been going back and forth for a while on the terrace, so it's about
Mm,
time we do on some of our channels. I've had the honor to have you on my channel, and now I'm
mm.
honored to be on your channel, bro. So thanks for having me.
Nah, for sure, man, for sure. Listen, Staffy beats that stereotype, man. I know a lot of people from England and Europe, they love to get onto Americans. Or you lot don't know anything about football. Listen, you see Staffy, he knows his stuff. That's why I respect him. And big up
Bro,
Mustafa as well, man. I recognize him. He's always in the chat, always showing love and
he's an
that. So
OG. He's an
yeah,
OG.
nah, big him up, big him up. I'll definitely mod you up, bro. But yeah, man, listen, big game. I say big game tomorrow, bro. Hey,
It's really
we're
not,
mud
is it?
brothers. This ain't no big game, bruv. Like, well, listen, technically on paper it's a big game, innit? But we are in the mud right now, Staffy. Like, I know you're sixth right now, but for you, it probably doesn't feel like you're sixth because of the
It doesn't.
performances you've been seeing. I saw a graph earlier of the differences in terms of defensive things and attacking and that between us and you guys, and we're above you on that, but then we're 12th. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I keep saying data's not everything. Football's not played on graphs and charts and that. You got to play it on the grass. You know what I mean? But how you feeling? How you feeling for tomorrow, bro, man? How you feeling about the game, first of all?
Let me tell you something. I look back at our debate from earlier in the season. I think we both won and lost, and I'll tell you why. Me
Mm,
and you used to argue who's gonna have a better season, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Now you could say that I'm winning so far because I'm sitting sixth, you're 12th, so the table prefers me. But you've played better football. You look like you have a better future. Yes, your present is not that good, but if we are to go into next season and kind of project who can improve, you can look at Chelsea and be like, you know what? Chelsea have more reasons to improve over United because United, first of all, with Ineos, there's going to be a lot of chopping and changing.
mm,
Both of us want our manager out, but we need a lot more players out than you do because your players are younger, but that might change. Experience comes in, development comes in, and they slightly become better. You look at United, some of these players, we want them sold. So it's like we have to take a step back to go forward, whereas you are already taking your step back. And the stats show it, bro, because the stats favor you guys, surprisingly. The only stat that favors us is the points on the table, which is a lie. I absolutely think it's a lie.
mm,
I always
mm,
say the table don't lie. This table is lying, bro. That table is lying to his teeth, bro. And shout out
mm.
to everyone in the chat, guys. Make sure you guys all subscribe and like the video. And make sure actually share the video as well. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know that Don started his own channel. So share the video, share it to everyone. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, we both won and lost that debate, Don, because
Mm.
we got some things right, some things wrong, but you're 100% right. It doesn't feel like I should be sick because my stats don't tell me that I'm sick. I'm on zero goal difference, bro. Like, let's
Mm.
be honest. The one thing that I absolutely got correct when I had that debate with you is that I told you I have more match winners. So on the day I could beat you. I actually did beat you in Old Trafford. And I've been getting away with points that I don't deserve because every game I have someone who just pops up as a match winner. Whereas you play better football than me, not the best, but better football. You just don't have the match winners. So you can take the positives and negatives in both and be like, you know what, bro, we both got some things right, but we both got to hold that because none of us expected us to be as bad as we are this season. You expected to be somewhere near a top four race. I didn't expect the title race. My fan base did, but I also expected somewhere to be like in the top four. I would tell you 100%. I didn't expect to be sixth. I'd be
Mm.
lying if I said that.
But listen, I've heard a few United fans say this and rivals say that you guys have match winners, yeah. But when you really break it down, Staffy, Rashford's been poor this season. He hasn't been a guy that you can depend on this season. Like we know in front of goal, like last season, he scored over 30 goals. You know, he was turning up in front of goal. Garnacho, he's another one that's improving, but again, I wouldn't really look at him and say he's a match winner. Bruno, usually he turns up and he'll get GNA even if he's playing crap. But this season, it seems everyone sees what he is now. You know what I'm saying? Finally, most of your fan base are like, do you know what? Maybe it's time to move on from Bruno. Even guys that were supporting Bruno a lot and love Bruno. Do you know what I mean? So looking at this season, bro, really and truly, you've got Scott McTominay that's won you 12 points. Yeah. Are you overrating your team a little bit when you say you've got match winners, bro? Because you guys are not really scoring that many goals this season, bro.
So I'm not overrating us, but I will say this: if you don't play good football and you end up shit, I'm gonna be very honest. We're the best shithouse team in the league, bar Liverpool, because Liverpool shithouse a lot of results earlier. We know how shithouse results and fraudulent manners get away with this every time. That's what I'm saying. See, we're the number one shithouse team in the league, bar Liverpool, because they've shithouse a lot of points earlier when they had their injuries, but to being sixth, the way that we played falls back on actually having match winners. Because Don, let's be honest, how many times did we not deserve to win and we won, or how many times did we not deserve to draw and we did? Now, I hear what you're saying about the players that you named, but I gotta tell you that there's games like I had 3 points that I picked up because of Maguire, where he won us a game 1-0. Delo won us a game against Sheffield. That was a match winner game. Hoyland, he had a very bad run, and then for like about 6 games in a row, 7 games in a row, he stopped popping out with goals, and he became a match winner for us at that time. Garnacho for a couple games, even Rashford a couple games. Bruno himself, he had that one volley against Burnley. That was a match winning moment. We play in moments. I'm not saying these players are consistent match winners. Like, I'll tell you something. You have one match winner in your team, and that's why it's not enough. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, actually, when you guys need someone to be like, you know what, this isn't working, give me the ball and I'll make something out of nothing. He does that. But you don't have enough of them. We had moments where someone just rose and just won us the game, but it's not consistent. Because how many times has Bruno won us a game? How many times has Rashford won us a game? How many times has Garnacho won us a game? Bar that Aston Villa game where we were down 2-0 and we came back 3-2 and you helped us with that. They're not consistent game winners, but they're game winners. McTominay, he's not a consistent game winner, but he won us the most points out of everyone because he just pops up with a header here and there. By definition, that is a match winner.
And the crazy part of it is, bro, like you wanted to sell this guy, and he basically said, nah, I'm not going Fulham. I don't want to go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right now. And he's won you 12 points. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
This is a bigger reason why I don't want this manager. Let me make sense out of this. The manager wanted to sell him, failed to sell him on the last day of the window to Fulham. Starts playing him a little bit after, won him a couple games, and he just made him a main thing. To me, that's cheating, and I'll tell you why. You never wanted this. It means you stumbled into it. The more he stumbled into it, exactly, it wasn't calculated. It was just luck. If you win the lottery, be happy, but you didn't deserve to win it. It's just luck.
You can't act as if you're this big boy.
Oh, did you see the numbers that I put to win the lottery? No, there's no. You can't flex that. We just all put numbers and usually got lucky. There's no strategy to it. To me, he's done that with McTominay. He stumbled into that. What I don't respect about it is that he made it his whole thing after that. And I'm like, bro, I hear it worked, but that's never what you wanted to do. So it's like now you're going against something that you didn't want from the beginning because you wanted to sell him, didn't you? You put him for sale. We didn't. So now that it worked for you, you're persistent with it every game, which makes me know that you're going to stay further away and take longer to go to your plan, which is what you were here to do to begin with. You were here to implement a game plan. McTominay wasn't in your game plan. You proved it. You wanted to sell him, but it worked. So now you're going with it. So you're cheating the system, in my opinion. And the reason people are saying, oh, well, don't be negative. It's worked. Give praise to the manager. Okay, I will give him praise. But what has it led me to? What is the bigger picture? Ironically, he told us the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? Because the bigger picture is a style of play, an improvement to be a title contender, and to win stuff, obviously. McTominay saving me with some goals here and there doesn't really do anything. He's just a B-Tech Fellaini, let's be honest. Fellaini used to do the same thing for me. and I wanted Fellaini gone. I said I used to hate Fellaini because he used to save us. I'm like, bro, at some point we need to just address what the reality is. We need to play
That's
better
another guy
football.
that you lot ruined because he was good at Everton. He was very good at with
Was he
Moyes
really
at
that
Everton. I
good? I
can't lie.
mean, I
He
don't
was
know.
good, man. I can't lie. Nah, he was good at Everton, bro. Especially that last season before you lot bought him. That guy was banging in goals. He was playing well, man.
Yeah, but for that level. But you get my point. It's like you can
Yeah,
only
yeah, yeah,
cheat
yeah,
just
yeah. I get it. I get
so
it. Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah.
Like eventually you need to learn to walk on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
how
mm,
you know
mm.
how kids learn how to walk. Like eventually the parents just have to let their hands go so they can finally learn how to walk on their own. I can't
Yeah.
keep holding I can't keep cheating with McTominay and them. I don't want that no more. I want a real a style of play. Because you look, bro, come on, look at the best teams in the league. Do they have a McTominay in their team? No. You have a McTominay in your team. You have Gallagher, where people
Yeah.
praise so much, and people want to tell us we're ungrateful for them. Okay, name me the McTominay or Gallagher on City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. You won't name one.
And then when
You
and then
really
when you
won't.
ask them, and then when you ask them, are you starting them for your club? They start
No, they
stuttering.
wouldn't.
You know what I mean? All it
And
is,
funny
they're
enough,
not.
Don, both of them playing the 10 for us.
Exactly,
Funny enough.
exactly. You know, bro. It is so mad right now how parallel and how similar our seasons are. You know, from our managers coming out and being arrogant and insulting our intelligence to the shit in game management to the injuries. I'm seeing what's the name? Lisandro Martinez got injured again. And now I'm seeing a lot of your fan base basically blaming Ten Hag and saying, "Oh, is it Ten Hag that's affecting them now because of the intense training?" And it's basically the same problems that we've got with Poch. They're the same questions we're asking with Poch as well. Like, is Poch's training methods affecting these players? Because there's one too many players that keep coming back from injury and then getting injured again. You know, the medical team again. You've changed yours. You've got the guy that came in from Arsenal. I don't know what's happened over there. It seems like he's a spy because I've never known United to have this many injuries ever. You know, so I can empathize with you guys because I've been in the mud with injuries now for about 2 years, bro. 2, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. And obviously we meet tomorrow. But if you had to sort of, speak about the game, how do you think the game's gonna go from a United perspective? What are you kind of how are you kind of looking at the game and what do you need to do to win this game? Because you guys are unpredictable like us. But if you were the coach, what would you do in it?
Well, there's nothing I'm gonna say that Ten Hag is gonna do anyways. So let's just put it like that.
So what do you think Ten
Uh,
Hag's gonna do then? What do you think Ten Hag's gonna do?
well, I don't think Ten Hag can do anything. I don't. The thing is, all the games like you see when Brentford did this, and you guys are a better side than Brentford.
Mm,
Let's just be honest. There's nothing Ten Hag can do to influence the game more than his opponent. That's why I've been banging on for months now. We don't control games, and controlling games and controlling the football are two different things to me. You don't need to have possession of the football at all times to have control of the game. You could be very well drilled off the ball, which we're not. We're very bad on and off the ball, so we don't get much of a say on how the game goes. If the game becomes a slow game, it's because of the opponent. If the game is a fast game, it's because of the opponent. They force themselves on us, and we just low key. We just have to obey what style is brought on us by our opponent. Now, here's the thing: looking at Chelsea, I think you guys usually do well against teams that give you spaces, and we will give you a lot of spaces. But that also works in our favor because we're so shit at breaking down low blocks. If we win, it's just because we're gonna have more quality on the day. I don't think there's any plan we're gonna execute that is gonna nullify you guys or anything. So I do think you guys will try to attack. You are at home. You'll have more confidence. You'll find it easy to play in our midfield because our
mm.
midfield is just like, bro, it's like the Sahara Desert. You could just walk and walk and walk. There's so much distance to cover. You'll have the freedom of the world in there. But the thing about you is when you lose the ball, you guys are not a good defensive team. Let's just be
Mhm.
honest. When you guys don't have the ball, your defense always looks a little bit exposed. On the day, Garnacho, Rashford, and Hoyland could get something. They're not a good front line. They're probably one of the worst front lines I've ever seen for United. But against this Chelsea defense, especially with no right back, you have no right back going against Rashford. That might
Mm.
help him. He's been shit, but that might help him because I'm guessing maybe the Sass is going to play on him. The Sass is really not the fastest, is he? So that might
No,
work
we do have a right
in
back. Gusto's fit. Gusto's
I thought
been
he was
past fit.
injured.
Nah, he's been
Oh, he's
past fit,
back.
bro. He's
Okay,
been
never
past
mind.
fit. He's been past
Never
fit.
mind then. Never mind then. Rashford is gonna have a quiet game, but it
Mm,
will probably be under transition. If I'm being honest with you, because you guys will try to express yourselves. You're at home. Your fans will demand that. The manager will try to do that. And I think in the spaces we might be a danger for you guys. the one thing that's probably good about us is like as many chances we concede, we actually don't concede that many goals compared to the chances. We concede the third most chances in the league
And you know what's so crazy about it? Yeah, I was literally saying this in my Chelsea group chat the other day. Like, as much as United right now, I think statistically you've conceded the most amount of shots, right,
in the
in the
last
league.
4 games. We conceded 400 something. No, not
I saw
400
some.
something.
I
I'm
saw a
lying.
stat the
100
other
something.
day that I saw a stat the other day that you've conceded the most shots this season or something like that out of all
No, we have
teams.
the second. We have the third most. The only two teams that conceded more than us
Mm,
is Sheffield and I believe Burnley. I forgot who the second team is. We're
mm.
bottom three in shots conceded. We're averaging a 16.6 shots
Jesus
conceded per
Christ.
game.
Yeah. But one thing about United, I can't lie, as much as I've been saying this throughout the summer, I told these lot on never a foul, yeah, because you had guys like Cass predicting United would finish second. I said, bro, I watched you guys last season, yeah. And listen, you lot might have finished third, yeah, and obviously won a trophy. But when I actually watched how you lot played, a lot of it was basically Rashford bailing you out. A lot of teams were cutting through
We
you.
were Rashford FC,
It
100%.
was Rashford FC, and towards the end, his form went out the window as well. He started to pick up a little bit of injuries towards the end of the season as well. And I was like, I'm still not fully convinced. The same thing I was saying with Arsenal fans at the start of the season about not being convinced. I said I need to see more. So when I saw you lot playing the way you've been playing this season, it didn't come as a shock to me because I could see the red flags from last season. Do you know what I'm saying? But the difference is with you lot is in your box, you actually defend your box a lot better than us. Varane in the box is quite good. Onana, he's actually
Thank you
improved,
for saying that. Thank you for
bro.
saying that because people don't want to say it. People
It's
don't want to
true.
say. They think I'm being biased when I say that. I told
Mm.
them Varane is probably the best box defender in the league this season, and people think I'm kidding. Bro,
Nah,
just
he's good. He's good, man.
go actually check the volume of defending that Varane has to do compared to all the other defenders, and you'll
Mm.
understand why I'm doing that. Because while Saliba maybe has to clear the ball once or twice in the game,
Mm-hmm.
Varane has to do it about 10, 12 times. Like it's
Mm.
actually crazy the volume of chances that we concede and the matter like this Sassi. Remember that one game against City where the Sassi was an absolute
Bah.
monster?
Yeah.
You know why he got noticed? Because there
Mm.
was so many times where he had to do it. When you do something repeatedly done, I'm gonna be like,
Mm.
you know what? I finally see it because you did it about 20 times in front of me.
Exactly, and that's why
That's
it's
why
easy.
Varane has been all season.
And,
Yeah.
and that is why it's easy for me to notice because when I'm seeing Varane in the box, like I said, Onana's been quite good as well the past few weeks, months,
He has the
whatever you
most
want to
goals
call it.
prevented in the league this season.
Yeah,
Like Onana.
yeah. And that shows you how easy you are to cut through the midfield. But the defense seem to be doing their job. But it's only so long you can keep getting all this pressure put on you before you concede. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so angry when Poch decided to sit back against Man City. I was like, bro, there's only so long you can just sit back and soak in pressure because as much as Disasi was doing well, you can't do that forever, man. You can't do it forever,
100%.
you know?
100%.
So as much as I don't like Thiago Silva, we like at the moment, because obviously he's aging, and for me, there's others I'm playing ahead of him. We do miss his box presence because in the box, he's similar to Varane. He clears everything. He clears everything. But for me, going forward, we have to move on from him, you know? So from a Chelsea point of view, how I look at the game, bro, it's one of them ones where it's like, it's very hard to predict, Steffi. We're both unpredictable, bro, you know? And one thing about us, we can just choose to turn up against you guys because at home, against the big sides, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, we haven't lost against any of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And on a better day, we win the game. Against Arsenal, if it's not for Sanchez, I reckon we win that game. They didn't do anything for 70 minutes, you know. Against Liverpool, we was all over them. We could have won that game if we were better in front of goal. Against Man City, again, you know, I reckon we could have potentially won that game. It could have gone either way. So when we want to turn up, we can play well. You know, when these players want to turn up, they can play well. When Poch sets us up correctly, we can turn up and play well. But it's what Chelsea's going to turn up. Because I saw us against Brentford, you know, go and drop points over there. They lost 10 games out of their 12 before we went and met them. You know, we just saw Burnley come to the bridge. And again, another set piece conceded. And again, us two, set pieces, bro, we are a big hazard. We are not good at set pieces, both of us. And that's why I'm saying this game is so hard to call because there's so many caveats I'm looking at, bro. And it's just so similar. They cancel each other out. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hard, man. But honestly, bro, I just hope that Poch sets us up correctly. You know, we'll go through the lineup after. I really hope Poch sets us up correctly. But I really hope that these players take some pride in wanting to beat you lot because we lost against you guys at Old Trafford and it could have been a lot more than what the score was. A lot more than that. And funny enough, even though you beat us in that game, we had a lot of chances as well in that
Yeah,
game.
you did.
You know what I
You
mean?
did. You
We had a
did. And
lot
you
of
missed your
chances.
chance.
But once again, we missed our chances. Do you know what I mean? I watched a video yesterday of Cole Palmer, 4 minutes of Cole Palmer creating chances, big clear cut chances, and
He's
guys are
an
just missing
absolute
them.
baller, bro.
You know
Absolute
what I
baller.
mean?
What a
Yeah, and
great,
you,
what a
you
good
know
player.
my take. You know, both of us, we believe he's better than certain man, you know, but these Arsenal fans get a little bit sensitive about that. But it's just a hard one to call, man. It's just a hard one to call, Staffy, man. But honestly, how I look at this game, I think Palmer's going to be key for us again. You know, like Poch came out and said the other day that he's basically a one-man team. Just give it to Palmer, inshallah, and just hope that he does something. You know, that's basically what it is right now with
You know what
Chelsea.
it is, bro? But sometimes you gotta do that when the team is not playing well. You just gotta play for your best player, and that's really the reality of it.
Yeah,
And put the comment after it though, if you don't mind, before United FC.
place
This
one
is
beside on
see,
Palmer.
yeah. First of all, big up United FC. Secondly, bro, see, this is the issue. We go into games trying to do things like this. We play Aaron Wan-Bissaka on left back to nullify the right winger, but then you just give up build up play and ball possession because let's be honest, he's not two-footed. He looks like he has two left feet to begin with because he's not good with the ball already. And then
Mm,
they put him on the left. And then you just nullify your left side because you just have him and Rashford and you create nothing. We shouldn't be, and all due respect, we shouldn't be going to Chelsea trying to nullify their players. We should be going trying to express the way that we play. That is the issue. We shouldn't be having to put Wan-Bissaka and Cole Palmer because we don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he is a good player, but he's the only one that I'm really worried about because he's the only one in form. He's the only one that actually does something, you know? And this whole myth that Erwin Bissaka needs to play so we can defend, bro, Dalot's been a better defender than him. Let's be honest, bro. Like, how many times
mm,
I'm gonna say that? I've been saying that, Don, you've known me for how long? How much?
yeah.
How long have I been talking about Dalot being better than Bissaka, bro?
You think he's a better one-on-one defender?
Dalot this season has been a good defender, yeah. He's
Oh,
been very good.
Dalot's been your best fullback this season. I don't think he's a better one-on-one defender than Wan-Bissaka, though.
If you want to talk about just one-on-one defending, which is running back and tackling, whatever, yeah, I get that. But
Mm.
Dalot's been very good one-on-one this season, and he's
Nah, he
actually
has.
locked up very good serious swingers this season,
He
including
has. He has.
Saka and Sane and them.
Hmm.
Some of his best play came off the left because he played
Mm,
left back for us when he had no left backs.
mm,
So he's been very good. But bro, please, United FC, big up yourself. But no, stop talking about one Bissaka
hmm.
in front of me, bro.
I
Please.
hear it. And the thing is, one thing that you said earlier, Staffy, you said that I'm
Big
only
up
worried
Jacob in the
about.
chat, by the way.
Yeah, big up Jacob and big up Jabs as well. Yeah, I see you guys. Yeah. But you mentioned about the only guy that you're really worried about is Palmer. But the thing about it again, Staffy, listen, we are unpredictable, bro. Mudryk can decide to just have a world-class game on that side. Enzo can just decide to become prime Xavi in the midfield. Caicedo can just become Kante all of a sudden. Gallagher can just become Iniesta all of a sudden. You know, that's why it's so hard, bro, to predict this game because my players are so inconsistent and this manager is so inconsistent as well, which is a
It's just
recipe
by
for
form,
disaster.
though. That's why I said that. It's just by form. Like I just because if I told you who you worry about in United, you're probably not gonna be like no one because no one's in form.
Yeah.
You're really not gonna name anyone. Maybe
Okay. Okay.
Hoyland
I get
because
it. I
Hoyland
get
can
it.
pop up. Like I gotta
Yeah.
look at your team. I'm like Palmer is the only one that's coming in, and I see he smells danger right away. Everyone
Yeah.
else, bro, I don't know if Gallagher's gonna miss an open goal. Sterling is gonna miss an open goal. I don't know. Mudryk is gonna miss a sitter. You guys been doing that all season. Like, yes,
The
he
thing
might.
is,
They might turn it around this game, but like
yeah.
evidence says that they've been just been shit. Palmer is it?
For me, what I've always said, yeah, this season is listen, to beat United, all you need is a basic shape, basic structure, and your finishing boots. So looking at this game, it's not even a difficult game to analyze. We just need to have a clear structure off the ball and on the ball as well. You know, we need to make sure that we're running at the fullbacks as well, because again, your midfield is just easy to cut through. I need to see Mudryk have a good game. I know Dallow's been good, but Mudryk's actually been picking up a little bit of form now that he's actually been starting. Sterling can't start this game. Yeah, Sterling has to stay on the bench now to the end of the season. I've said it already. The guy needs to start learning Arabic because his time's up. You know what I'm saying? He needs to start teaching him. He needs to jump on that show with you, man. Hussam, all you, man. You need to invite him and start to teach him. Yeah,
Request.
do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one. But let's go through the combined 11 in it. What we'll go with right now. But listen, how I look at it, Staffy, we have to beat you, man. We haven't beaten you guys since 2017?
It's been a while, bro. That might play into our favor. I think mentally, you guys haven't been able to beat us. I don't know what it is. So
Yeah, all right, cool. Let's go through like a combined 11. What we go with right now. Let's go with form, rather than just names. I would say because otherwise, if you go by name, most of my players aren't getting in. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of my players won't get in.
you'd be
But let's go
surprised.
through
You'd
it.
be surprised. But share the
Cool.
screen.
Let's
Let me
quickly go.
see.
Let me share this here. Where is it? There we go. Um, cool. Can you see that? Yeah.
It's loading. Yeah, I see it now.
Perfect. Perfect. Cool. So who we say formation? We've gone with 4-3-3 people for this one.
Mhm.
Actually no, 40. Let's go 4-2-3-1. Wait, not
Yeah,
this
let's.
one. The other one. Where is it? There we go. Hold on. Is
No,
that the one?
that's
So that's the
that's a
wrong one.
single
Sorry. Four,
pivot.
two, three, one. There we go. Cool. You got the camp. You got a 10 there. You got a double pivot, and then you've got the wingers and the striker.
Yep.
So we'll go in goal. Who you saying? Petrovic or Nana?
I think that's an easy one. You just gave him praise. He's the reason why we didn't concede a lot more goals. He's on a +5 goals prevented, whereas De Gea left us last season with a negative like 2 something. You
Mm,
know, for all the people by the way that said, "Oh, might as well just kept De Gea." The guy's literally he took us. So we were at a -2 and now we're at a +5. So that's literally 7 goals prevented since De Gea left. So
mm.
no, 100%.
Cool. I don't mind that, to be fair. Petrovic, he can hold that for letting the ball slip the way it did the other day. You know what I'm
He's
saying? I
been
think
good though. He's been
he's
good,
been
but
good.
he's not better than
He's been
Onana.
yeah, he's been good, but yeah, I think Onana's picked up. I've been impressed with him, so yeah, that's fine. This is right back, isn't it? Yeah, right back. Listen, for me, we have to put Gusto in there, man.
Hear
We
me
have to
out.
put
I'm
Gusto in
gonna
there,
say
man.
something. I'm gonna say something.
I know what
Gusto
you're
and
gonna try and
Delo.
say. I know
No,
what
no.
you're gonna
Gusto and
try and say.
Delo need to be in this team. 100%.
I think what
Do
I'm
you
gonna
put
say.
Gusto on left back? Because I think Delo's been better than right back. But Gusto's up there for me. I'm a
Mm,
big fan of Gusto. You know that. I told you guys about him in the summer that I'm a big fan of him. I actually rate him over Reece James.
yeah,
Do you put him in left back? I don't know how many games he's played in left back. Delo played a little
barely.
bit there, but not a lot. Both of them need to be in their team in the team.
Look, I'm happy. I think Dallow's actually played more games at left back than Gusto has
Okay, I'm fine with
this
that.
season. Either way, we'll put it in. They
I
both
think
need to be
Delo's
in.
a sick left back, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind putting him there.
I've seen him more at left back, to be fair. So we'll put Gusto. Where is
Right.
Gusto? Right back. Where is he? Wait, let me just type in his actual name, Marlo. It's not coming up, man. There we go. Oh, there he is. All right, man, like Gusto, put him there, and then Dallo definitely needs to be in, man. He's impressed me. He's someone that I've always said, listen, I'll take him at Chelsea as a backup. But this season, he's really stepping up, man. Really stepping up. I can't lie.
He's been our best player, bro. He's arguably our player of the season so far.
Nah, for sure, for sure. Cool. Centre backs. What are we saying? Right centre back.
Am I making a case for anyone? Lissandro's been injured all season, so he's not even available. Maguire had a purple patch, but of course, no. Evans has been decent for us, but he hasn't played for a while. I'd arguably say Varane. I think
Yeah,
Varane would start for both of our teams.
I think Varane's a good shout, to be fair. I'm looking at Disasi. Do you know what it is? One thing about Disasi, he's a squad player, man. The only reason why we're seeing him so much is because everyone's been injured. But we know what he is. And when I see people crashing it on him on Twitter, I'm like, bro, like you're crashing it on a guy that's meant to just be here as a squad player. He's stepping
He
in.
has limitations, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Badiashile
got limitations to his game, you know. He can have a game like what he did against Man City, but then he can just, be slipping all over the place like a clown. So I'm happy for Varane to go in there, man. Like I said, in the box, bro, that guy's been helping you so much. Without him, you lose a lot more games, in my opinion.
100%, bro.
You
100%.
know,
And people want to sell him, so I don't know what to tell them, bro. They want to sell him when we have more deadwood to worry about. But
I think with that one, it's more to do with the fitness, though, isn't it? I understand
yeah,
why
he's
they.
been more fit than arguably our defenders. The Maguire's been out longer.
Mm,
Martinez been out. Martinez played only 11 games this season. Obviously Johnny Evans is old. He's actually played the most out of everyone. But yeah, he has the
you know what?
fitness.
I was telling Terry about Martinez. I said, listen, this guy has not looked the same since he came back from injury, and even before he got injured, bro, he's looking a little bit sus. And now he keeps coming back and breaking down. And
You know what I
I'm
said
saying
on
stuff.
Sites channel yesterday? I said
What did
bin
you
him in
say?
the summer.
Bin him.
Yeah. I
You
said
want to
bin
get
him
rid
as
of
the
him?
manager. Yeah, I don't care. I'll
Are
tell you
you
why,
saying-
bro.
Go
I'll
on,
tell
go
you
on.
why. He has so many physical limitations.
I knew you were
Okay?
gonna say that.
Because he's very physically, he's very limited. He's not the fastest. He's not tall, obviously. He's not good at defending wide spaces. What he's very good at, you can't really quantify that much as a defender because we really praise him for how good he is under pressure on the ball and bringing this out from our box, which he's elite at. I think he's very, very good at. The thing is, if we get rid of this manager, Martinez is not an easy defender to fit in so many teams. You know what I'm saying? Like this,
Mm-mm.
like Varane, you could probably put him in any team. You look at all the defenders around the league, the ones that are rated, like Gabriel would start in
Mm.
most teams. Forget who's there. I'm just saying the way they play.
Yeah, yeah,
Saliba would start in most teams. Van Dijk, obviously. Diaz, Stones. You look at Martinez. Martinez is so custom made for just one limited system that the manager
yeah.
can't even apply. That the minute you get rid of him, you're like, you know what? The guy is so physically limited. He's been injury prone, and every time he comes back, he looks worse than the time before because he's becoming less agile. He every time he looks a little bit slower. He looks a little bit less mobile. And I'm like, bro, you're too young for this. You know what I'm saying?
How old is
Like,
he?
I think he's 25.
Damn.
He's
And
a young defender.
he's been getting spun about, innit? He's been getting
It's
spun
so
about,
many
man.
injuries, and it's only getting worse, bro. Because let's be honest, how many off the ball injuries can one pick up in the season and come back and be the same?
Yeah,
You know, so it's not
that's
like he's just slowed down a yard. Like Varane is slowed down a yard. Let's be honest. But Varane used to be such a fast center back that you'd understand that now he's not as fast. He's still decent. Martinez doesn't already have like you don't have that cushion, so you can start declining physically at an age like this, and we still keep you. I really wouldn't care. I would sell him in the summer. I actually don't care. I'd invest
mm,
that money in Braithwaite. I'd be selling him.
mm.
Go get Braithwaite, bro.
I don't know, man. How much are you lot getting for him?
I don't know. We didn't buy him for that much, anyways. I think
It
we
wasn't
paid like
that it wasn't
40.
that much. I just don't see you guys binning him this season.
And
We'll see what Ineos do.
we
We'll see what
probably
Ineos
won't.
do.
I just don't care. I would bid him with the
Yeah,
manager. I don't care. They can both leave together.
yeah. No, I hear it. I hear it, bro. I hear
You
it.
can leave and take your customized defender, bro. Because he's bro. I don't need 5'7" center backs. He's not gonna be Cannavaro. So why would I lie to
Mm,
myself?
yeah, no, I hear it, man. Left centre back. You know what I'm saying? Even looking at it now, Staffy, it's just so hard for me to even want to put my players in there, man, because we just keep chopping and changing. Levi Colwell gets injured. Badia Shield hasn't looked like the Badia Shield that I was seeing from last season. You've obviously got Johnny Evans there. Right now, Levi's not going to start the game. So there's no point in me even putting him in the lineup right now. You know,
He's out injured.
yeah, he's still injured. He's still injured. I think he's going to be back for the game against Everton. Apparently, he might be back for that one. It was just a broken toe or something, but then he's been out for a minute, man. So I don't know what's going on over there with him. And then the other option we've got, like I said, is Badia Shield. So it's between Badia Shield and Johnny Evans.
Is the Sase not ready?
I mean, Disarcy's there. We could play Disarcy left centre back. To be fair, we could do
He's
that.
been your one fit defender.
Do you know what? We'll just put Disarcy in. We'll just put Disarcy in for
If
this
you
one
want, you could
because
put Varane on the left because Varane's been playing on the, but it's the same thing anyways. You know my point.
yeah.
I
Let me
think
just
from
do
all
that.
the defenders you've had, he's been the fittest one, so might as well keep him there.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Put Disarcy there, and then we'll put Varane on this side. That works. All right. Cool. Midfield, interesting place now to go into because I'm seeing a madness on Twitter. You know, CB, big him up. This guy hates Enzo. You know, Enzo's not a good player when it comes to CB. But for me, I think it's going to be key in this game, man. He's going to help us retain the ball, like I said, progress it from A to B. For me, he has to be in that. He has to be in that pivot. But then again, you've got Menu as well. That's over
I
there, you
can't
know.
I can't move forward with a team that doesn't have Menu in it. That's the one requirement I need. Anything else,
Mm.
I can give up. Menu 100% has to be there. Now, is it going
You
to
know,
be Menu Enzo, Menu Caicedo? I'm gonna let you decide that, but Menu has to be.
yeah. Do you know what? I have to put Caicedo in this, innit? Because for me, Caicedo's been our best midfielder. This myth that Gallagher's been our best midfielder, it needs to die. It needs to die because without Gallagher, without Caicedo, big up Saeed as well, yeah. Without Caicedo, bro, our midfield is in tatters, absolute tatters. The way this guy just breaks up play, people think it's still Caicedo from the West Ham game. That Caicedo died a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing the best of him right now because the system that he's playing in, but for the job he's been asked to do as a lone six, basically, he's been doing quite well. And like I said, without him, look how easy it is to cut through us. Like I said, we play ping pong football, you know, up and down, badminton. That's what we play. And that's with Caicedo in the midfield. So imagine if he's not there to protect the back four. It'll be long for us. It'll be very long for us.
He wasn't a lone six at Brighton, and I said that's why he's struggling.
Yeah.
People are looking at him, and because he's not exactly doing what McAllister's doing, because McAllister played in the six a lot, and he's not a six, and they expect everyone to do the same thing McAllister did. McAllister is a little bit of an anomaly, excuse me, and that's mainly because he's surrounded by better players than Caicedo and Chelsea. I will agree with you on this, and I'll tell you why. I wanted Caicedo for this exact same role at United. I wanted him
Mm,
to come in so we can play a double pivot because he's good defensively, he's physical, but he's also good at progressing the ball forward. And this is what we actually, shockingly, oh, guess what? Stavi got another one right. We still need that profile in that team. Because now
mm,
people are looking at Maino and they're like, let's pair him with either a six or a box to box, depending on how we move forward with the third midfielder. Is it going to be Bruno or replacing him? Caicedo and Maino midfield would eat 100%. That midfield would eat because that
mm.
midfield will complement each other. When Maino goes forward, Caicedo will cover him. When Caicedo goes forward, Maino will cover him.
And one thing
So
about Manu as well, he likes to combine. Caicedo likes players that combine with him. You know, Poch, he's got too much space in the midfield with between Caicedo and Enzo. You know, when he
I
watched him,
agree.
I don't know what he was watching. Did Poch even watch this guy at Brighton, Staffy? Yeah, every time Caicedo would get the ball, bro, at Brighton, he would look up and there's someone right there next to him. Gross,
A lot of combinations, a lot of one
McAllister,
twos.
a lot of combinations to get out and beat that press. Because Caicedo on the ball, bro, he's not as good as like a Lavia on the ball. He's not as press resistant. He can do a job, but you can press Caicedo. That's the problem, you know. And it's a shame that obviously Lavia has been injured pretty much all season, because for me, he would have been the guy playing as the six, and then you would have had Caicedo and Enzo playing as the eights, as a box to box. Because when Lavia came on for about half an hour against Palace, you actually saw that dynamic. You saw Lavia as the anchor, and then Caicedo was further up. Do you know what I mean? So it's a shame we haven't been able to see it, because that's what I said the midfield would be start of the season when we signed both of them. You know what I
I
mean?
agree
They would
with
they
you.
would have
Yeah,
both they would have both started. So yeah, Caicedo definitely has to get in. Mainu for me, again, this is a guy that I highly rate. You know, I like football players with a lot of natural ability. We like similar sort of players, me and you. That's the good thing.
natural ability,
Um,
IQ, mature
mm,
for his age, bro. It looks like he plays like a veteran, bro. Let's be honest. He's
yeah,
he's a veteran in that midfield. You know,
yeah.
even when his team has a bad game, he probably has the least mistakes. Even
Mm,
when the midfield is getting dominated, he's the least one in that midfield, giving up the ball and making all these mistakes. He's always the best one on the pitch.
mm.
When even when we're having a shocking performance, in my
You
opinion.
know, you know
So
what's so crazy about this as well, yeah? Because in the Never File group chat, I was telling Kunle, I was telling who else was it? Kunle and there was someone else, Mons. That's it. I said Kobe Mainu is Man United's best midfielder. Me and Roms were saying the same thing, yeah, and Ty as well. Big up Ty. And they were arguing, saying, how about Bruno? And this start talking about sample size again. And I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. Bruno Fernandes is grenade football. He gets the ball, he doesn't like it, he wants to kick it out.
shocking
Yeah,
footballer, bro. Shocking.
shocking. You know what I'm saying? Casemiro has been going downwards. Like you've been saying, you want him out, right? And you've got Scott McTominay. You know, it's not hard to be better than these guys, because Kobe's the only guy really that can get on the ball, retain it and know what he's doing with it. You know, he pops it off really quick, moves into the space, he gets it back, he drives into the space with the ball. You know what I mean? He's got a good shot on him. We saw against Wolves, that was tech to finish it like that. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him shoot enough, but he's obviously got that ability to finesse or do something techie. You know what I'm saying? So for me, Mainu is your best midfielder, man. He deserves to definitely be in this lineup. Obviously, got the England call up as
100%.
well.
And man of the
He
match
needs to go to the Euros.
on his first game. He debuted. Well, it
Mm.
wasn't his debut; it was his first start for England, and he picked up man of the match. No coincidence, bro.
Yeah,
No coincidence.
big up Freddie, man. Said, Don, where will you admit that Enzo's a downgrade on Havertz? Never, mate. Listen, we ain't missing Havertz right now, innit? We ain't missing Havertz. We got the money. We got Cole Palmer instead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he can get on and do what he's doing. I don't really care about Havertz, to be honest. I'm not missing him because he's one of the big reasons why I finished 12th last year. That guy was missing so many chances, man, and he was starting week in, week out. They told me, Staff, you know, they told me last season, Aubameyang can't start. He's finished. I said, bro, the guy's legs might be finished, but he's a better finisher than any of the strikers we've got. You know, Fofana, what's he done? Every time I saw little bits of Fofana, he impressed me, bro. Look at him at Burnley this season. So many people now are jumping on it. Oh, he looks like a good player, you know. I was saying this last season, give the guy a chance. You know, Kai Havertz is one of the main reasons why we finished 12th. You know what I'm saying? He missed so many chances, man.
I agree with you.
I said, big up Saeed. Please unblock me from your chats as I got banned from the mods.
Listen, if you're blocked on Saeed's channel, you definitely did something.
Yeah, you definitely did something there. Definitely did something there, man. And then you got Freddie again. Imagine being Mainu knowing that you're so clear of Enzo. Listen,
So
Mainu's a
I'm
good
saying,
footballer, man. I like Mainu, but they're
I don't think
different
he's
players.
clear. I don't think he's clear, but I do think he's better. But that's a
Yeah,
debate for another day, honestly.
they've got different roles though, innit? In terms of how progressing the ball from A to B is more Enzo. Enzo's the one that you want to get on the ball and just ping it, you know, from deep all the way forward. You know, his long range passing is ridiculous. Mainu, I don't see that enough in Mainu's game. I think he's better on the ball, to be fair, but they're different roles, man. They're different roles. I don't think you can really compare them. in my opinion.
Yeah, here they probably complement each other in midfield. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest,
they do. But then that midfield ain't physical, man. If you had Mainu and Enzo, there's no destroyer in there. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's a
agree.
little bit meaty. Quite techie, but it's a little bit meaty physically. And then yeah, right mid. What we saying? What we saying? Right mid, Staffy.
Are you putting Palmer on the right or on the 10? Let's just clarify that. Where do you want?
Bro, I'm bro. If it's up to me, I'm putting him in a 10. I'm putting him in a 10 for this game. Because there's certain someone I don't want to start.
Who?
Gallagher, bro.
Oh,
I don't want to
well,
start
I
Gallagher.
don't think Gallagher gets ahead of Bruno anyways. Because I mean, let's be honest, with a midfield like that, Bruno does get away with being grenade football because he has two good ball carriers behind him and good defenders behind him. This is what we're gonna do. It's either gonna be Palmer Bruno or Palmer Garnacho. And I'd rather Palmer Bruno because I
Yeah.
can't stand Garnacho.
Oh mate, I'd rather Garnacho Palmer. I can't lie.
You rather Garnacho? You like Garnacho more?
I'd rather Palmer. From what I've seen this season, he's been better than Bruno. You might not think that Garnacho's all that, but he's had a better season than Bruno. Remember I said to you form earlier. If you're putting Bruno in that 10, that's just going off of his name. He's not been good this season.
Well, Amad Diallo gets over both of them, but let's be honest, he hasn't played bar that one game, so I'd be shameless to put him there. And unfortunately, we're doing this on form. I would be putting Amad on the right and Palmer in the 10. They would cook together because two footballers like that can link up there.
Yeah.
But if you want to put Garnacho, listen, they're two hideous twins. I don't want either one of them. So you choose the poison. I don't want either one of them.
Bro, I'm gonna put Garnacho on the right. I do think he's overrated by your fan base, but do you know what? This season I've seen improvements, slight improvements. He can get better. He's just all right, innit? It's just all right. Cole Palmer there. And then left. You know who I'm gonna put in there, right?
Okay. I don't know who you're gonna put, but this is my suggestion. Put Nico Jackson on the left and Højlund in the 10. Højlund in the 9. Because Højlund's not Højlund. Nico Jackson's link up play is decent. He's a shit finisher. Højlund finishes well, but his all round game needs a lot of work, and I don't think he's that good. To be honest with you, I think he's a scrub.
Yeah, but for this one, I'm trying to put my boy Mudryk in there though as well, man.
You want Mudryk in this team?
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. These are the decent, bro. Staffy, for a guy that's barely had any starts, he's actually had a decent season.
Mudryk over Nico Jackson
on the left, yes.
Mudryk has had a better season than him.
No, I don't think. No. Obviously, Jackson's had more opportunities than him, but Mudryk's had a decent season. I'm not saying he's had a great season. He's actually had a decent season. So I'm starting Mudryk, and then up top is a toss-up between Højlund and Jackson. But I'm putting Jackson. I can't lie. I like the link-up play, man. I'm putting Jackson down the
Højlund, listen, with a team like this that's going to create, especially with Palmer behind him, the one thing about Højlund that he's good at is finishing. The guy was finishing off some scraps, so I'll give him that. He's a meaty baller, just doesn't have really any tech. But put him in the box and he'll get you goals.
I'll say Højlund then, because early on in the season I did say, like, for me, Højlund, if I had to pick between him and Jackson, I'd probably take Højlund because he's a good finisher, right? But
he does have a lot of goals as well. So
yeah,
I don't know who has more goals, but
Jackson's the better baller. I agree.
A few people have said and that's why I wanted him in the team. Yeah, that's why I wanted.
Yeah. But yeah, I think for this one, let's just stick to people's positions in it. Because Jackson, we've barely seen him on the left, and I think for me,
you're putting Mudryk over Rashford though. Has Mudryk had a better season than Rashford?
Yes. He has.
Rashford's been shit, but I think Mudryk has been more shit, bro.
Nah. Staffy, I'll even show you the graph. Yeah, I'll show you the graph that I saw earlier. Right? Where is it? I even tweeted it earlier. I'll try to get this up after. Yeah. Between Rashford and Mudryk, and he's clearing him on pretty much everything, and he's barely had any starts. Where is it? I'll try to get it up after. I'll DM it to you after.
Listen, I don't really sing any praise for Rashford, but I just don't know how Mudryk is having a better season. I don't know. Like, if he is, I'll trust your word on it. I don't watch enough Mudryk to tell.
That's the thing. You're not watching enough, right? You're not watching enough. This season, honestly, Mudryk, yeah, he's had better performances than Rashford. If I had to pick between the two, who's had a better season, I'd say Mudryk's had the better season so far. Like I've said to you already, I think Mudryk's had a better season than Martinelli. I'm not saying it's been great or whatever. I'm just saying he's had a better season. And you can actually see promise in his game. you can see promise. There's no way Rashford gets into this 11. I'm sorry, man.
Let's
Every single week, you see Pimp My Ride music, bro. Pimp My
all
Ride.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Every single week,
So
bro,
you want
because
to be a
it's
player?
because it's thinking out the gap. Because it's thinking out the
You know
gap.
what? Just for Pimp My Ride, we're not putting him in this team. Fuck it, bro. Just put Mudrik in it.
Yeah, no, Mudrik. I think for me, Mudrik in it for this one, and then I'll give you Hoyland. I'll give you Hoyland. Sorry, Jackson. I like Jackson,
I
but
wanted Jackson in this team. I'm disappointed, but
yeah,
it is what it
just for
is.
this one, I'm
People
gonna
say
say that.
Sterling in the chat. Let's be fair here. What do you mean Sterling? We're not putting Sterling in this team, bro. Come on.
Nah, Sterling don't get in, man. Sterling don't get in. Don't get into this, man.
Listen,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna trust you on the Mudrik one. I haven't watched him, but everything else I'm kind of okay with. Mudrik,
No.
that one is not on me, guys. When people see this, just say it was done. Don't say it was me. Yeah, Stuffy had a gun to his head.
Oh, that's a nice little balance, though. I can't lie, it's a
I
nice little
actually don't
balance.
mind it. I think this team finishes higher than both of our teams this season.
Nah, facts. And it's a toss up between Mudrik and Jackson left wing, but for me, I
I
want
just
to
think our
keep it
front
to.
line is so bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bar Palmer, I think that front line lacks so much technical ability. It's actually crazy.
Mm,
It's actually crazy.
inconsistent players, man. But okay, gaming for life, big up, bro. Big up, Don. I'm a Chelsea fan. Do you think Cole Palmer will cause Man United some damage? Yeah, I do. Cole Palmer is the guy that, like Poch said, we depend on him. We depend on this guy. He already scored against Man United at Old Trafford, and Poch had him playing as a fucking 8 when he played there at Old Trafford, and he still managed to score. It was a good goal as well, man. Very good goal. So yeah, he's definitely going to be key for us, man. We need to beat United because, like I said, I'm tired. You know, last year at the Bridge, I remember just before the game finished up, I'm there like, yes, we're about to beat United. I'm seeing Casemiro back. You know what I'm saying, Staffy? Literally last second. So yeah, man, Cole Palmer, we need him for this game. It's gonna be key. It's gonna be key, man. Shivendra says Sterling or Rashford. Nah, neither. They've both been so. Sterling has been, for a guy that's getting 325k a week and has nearly over 10 years experience in the league, he's been poor. Yeah, he's got GNA, cool. I appreciate that, but he's been poor most of the season. When I watch him, Staffy, like I've said a million and one times, yeah, it's honestly like watching an 18-year-old at times. It's bad. You know, it can be so bad. And like I said, it needs to go Saudi. Yeah, so for me, Sterling can't get into this 11, man. Can't get into this 11.
I agree with you. I want to check
But just,
something though.
but just to finish off though, Staffy, yeah, what are you saying though? Prediction before we finish up, before the Arsenal Luton game, man. What are you saying? How do you think the game's gonna go?
I just
Lineup
checked. You
wise,
guys had 9 more goals than us this
results.
season, so rightfully so. I was about to say I can't have 3 United attackers when we've only scored 40 goals. Like we can't have that. Where's McTominay? We should have put McTominay in the team. You know what?
No.
We've done him dirty, bro. We've done him dirty. He should have been in that team. Because he has the most goals from
You know
this
it
game.
is. I would have rather. You know it is. I would have rather put Jackson up top instead of Hoyland. I can't lie, man.
No.
I can't lie,
Well,
man.
we're just gonna put him there for the finishing.
Because we're looking at it. We're looking at right now. Like, okay, this team here would suit Hoyland. I hear it. It is where it is. It is where it is.
Just because
It could go
Palmer is
either way.
behind him.
Yeah,
But my
yeah.
predictions, honestly, bro, this game can go either way. There's no strong, concrete reason why I should predict anything. Because we could be so shit on the day, especially away from home. But also, I look at our recent record, and we've been beating you guys a lot with horrible teams. You haven't been us since 2017, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
Bakayoko, bro.
bro, you guys just turn up on days and still don't win. You play good and you don't win. So it's like there's literally no reason why I could predict anything. I'm probably gonna just be negative and predict 1-1. I think it's gonna be a boring game. I think there's gonna be a lack of quality. I think we'll probably both miss a lot of chances because we're shit, but we'll just do just enough to score. But we'll
You
probably
think?
get a set piece on you guys, and you'll
Mm.
probably hit us on a cutback. You know, maybe I swear I wouldn't be surprised if Conor Gallagher on a cutback scores, crash in the box late. Don't be surprised, bro. Listen, for Maguire, I think Maguire will start tomorrow. If Maguire scores a header, then Gallagher scores a header. Scores a goal on the other side and it ends 1-1. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. There's literally no reason why that wouldn't happen.
You really think the game's gonna be boring? I've seen a few people say this. Big up Terry. He's saying in
I think
middle,
it's just like there's a
boring
lack
game.
of quality, bro. There's such a lack of quality on both sides.
Yeah, but
You'll
it's
have
chaos.
moments from
It's chaos.
chaos, but bro, it's like watching a Sunday league game. You don't know what to expect. I just don't know what to expect, bro. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they give us a good game, and I hope we win. but I just have no reason to base that. Like, when's the last time we put a decent performance? What's the last
Yeah,
time you put a decent performance with a win?
that's
Every
true.
time I hear from you guys, like, oh, we got away today, or we kept the ball, we did this, this, and that, and didn't put the ball in the back of the net. It's a
Facts.
common theme for both of us. What is the likelihood both of us are gonna turn up on the same day finally? I just don't know, bro. I don't
Nah,
know. You have
facts.
more reasons to turn up because you're home. So we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
probably 1-1. And I'm not gonna lie, if we lose 2-1, I also wouldn't be surprised. So we'll see. But I'll
So
go
who bags
1-1 for now.
who bags for you lot? Who's gonna be your match winner?
I think we score a set piece. And you see, I actually, if Maguire starts, I wouldn't be surprised if he scores. But I'll just go with the easy one and say Hoyland. I think he scraps a goal in the box. He scored a few goals where like it's off set piece, but then he gets the rebound right away. Like
Mm,
he's been good at that. He's been good at scrappy goals. Like none of his goals, I wouldn't say none, but most of his goals are not even from good play.
yeah, yeah. No, I
So
hear it.
I'll just say Hoyland and honestly, bro, just to piss you off, Conor Gallagher. Why not?
Oh God. Gaming for life. Don United don't even have their best defender starting tomorrow, so it's bad for them. But if we don't score or win, yeah, bro, that's how I feel right now. And I've actually predicted that we're gonna beat these lot 2-1. You know, that's not a confident prediction, that's more of a hopeful prediction. Because like I've said, I think this game's gonna be chaotic, you know. But Staffy, what I will say, bro, is I'm taking my midfield over yours every single day of the week. And my midfield has shown
I
me
don't mind
it's
that.
that
I don't
my
mind that.
midfield has shown me in certain games this season that they can actually control games. You know,
I don't mind
they've
that at
held
all.
their own against title challenging teams this year. So if they do decide to turn up like that and Poch sets them up correctly, then we can beat you. You know, we can boss you at the bridge as well because that's where we've been
You
good.
probably will, bro. Everyone bosses us in the midfield. Luton bossed
Yeah.
us. Why wouldn't you? Come on. I mean, shout out to Ross Barkley,
Bro,
but
but the thing is, though, you say that, but then Poch can just decide to leave Caicedo by himself, tell Enzo run off again, play left wing, you know, play this guy over here. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just quite skeptical, bro, because this manager's been very inconsistent with his
we'll
tactics.
expose you guys a little bit on the counter, but that's about it. That's
Yeah,
nothing. Yeah, your midfield is better, bro. We have
yeah.
one midfielder that I rate. Everyone else is better.
Mm. So yeah, man, I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea for this one, man. I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea, man. But yeah, man, listen, 5 minutes till the Arsenal game, so we'll just wrap up there. Love for coming on, Staffy, man.
No, appreciate for having me, bro. And hopefully we can do this again.
For sure.
You know where to find me, and now everyone knows where to find you. Make sure, listen, I don't know how many people are here, but make sure everyone subscribes to the channel if you haven't yet, and share the channel. A lot of people already know Don; they just don't know that he has a channel. So what we're trying to do is just let them know that yeah, Don has a channel. You're not
I'm active.
introducing Don; people know Don. Just let them know that now he has a channel. So
Mm.
share the stream, like, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you think about the starting 11. Obviously, sorry, the combined 11 that we did, and let us know your score predictions. And hopefully Mason Mount scores and we can crush it on Don the next time I see him. Because listen, that would be poetic, bro.
Cool. But listen, up the Chelsea every time. Love, man. Big up. Bless.